Okay, where was I at? I took a hiatus because my little got up and I needed to get her breakfast. Okay, so I've got this pocket. I cut it, and if you look here, you see it kind of goes over, so I'm gonna trim that off. Let's get these little scissors. Kind of get that down. And looked over, is it? No, it's still not enough. Dang it. All right. Let's do some more. Does that work? It's still too much. All right, it's just that this is, let's go a little closer in. Does that work? That works. Okay, fabulous. Let's get rid of all this. All right, so I am not doing it exactly. Some because I want to change it up. Others because I just made a mistake. So I'm going to put, and I'm going to, I'm going to trim this a little bit more too. Let's get that. And that. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put this piece down. And, let's just use glue if I could get this out. But here again, dang it. Please, somebody teach me what I'm doing wrong with my glue. All right, here we go. Now there is one problem, because while I was getting my daughter's stuff ready, I know I have to sew a journal. And if I'm telling you, I looked everywhere and I cannot find my needle. Found my thread that I would use, but not the needle. So I may have to just do that later, because right now my supplies are all over the place. Okay, so we've got this. And now we've got this. The Polka Arts Studio that made this digital download. And I'll put the link for that in the notes. They use the runner tape. I think that's Pancake. Jeez Louise. Okay. So I've got this. Hold on. Okay, this pocket's ready. Okay, so this journal that's in here, I am just going to fold it and get it ready for sewing. And I did some of it on heavier stock and some of it on lighter stock. Most of this I printed on like 65 pound, so I could feel the difference. So I did 2 of these, because there are 2 on a page, were the 65 pound. And then this, I could feel, these 2 are definitely lighter. So this was on, I think, 32 pound stock. And what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm just going to fold it and I will sew them together at a later date on my own when I can locate. Actually, I like this one for the top. So when I can locate maybe I'll put a lighter. Oh, but I gotta do it that way. Okay, and the heavier. There we go. All right, so we're just gonna tuck this in and not sew it because I just don't have what I need to sew it. So we're gonna hold that off. Now, I was concerned that I forgot to put something in because I found these pieces, but I now know what they're for. So these go on here to kind of cover these things, and then on this way, let's see, this one goes here to like match up. And I love when doing stuff like this, when it's the exact thing and you can't, but it does it quite add up? Let's see. I think I gotta bring it down a little bit. Okay. We'll get it right. But we will stick that on and get that there. So that goes on that. You know what? I'm just going to do that one right now because why not? And before we do that, we will ink it. I was worried when I saw this piece that maybe it went with this thing, but it doesn't. Okay. I'm not doing too much inking. Let's get a little bit of, let's do a thin line. Okay. My daughter is being so good and patient. Right now, I actually gave her breakfast in bed so she would let me sit out here. Whoops. And work. She was happy with that. And she is on her tablet talking with her friends. All right, can I get this? There we go. Ooh, I think I got it. Woohoo! Look at that. Nice job, Candy. You did it.
I'm getting that.
Fabulous. Okay. So we've got the pocket here. And I almost wouldn't mind putting a little piece of lace over there. But these are supposed to go over the hinges so you don't see them as like little pockets. I don't know. I'll put the sewn side up. If I were more ambitious, I might actually sew these cards, but I'm not. So this is what it is. All right. So I hear my daughter, she was in a school play, and so funny when we saw the play. Initially, I couldn't believe how well she was doing projecting and her voice and getting it out there. And I do speaking, and I'm in a speakers group. It's called Theater of Public Speaking. And I told them I was so proud of her because she really projected, and she won an award for best projection of her voice. And I just thought that was so cool, and I was so incredibly proud of her for doing so well. And she sang loud and sang out, and she was animated, and she's like that at home, but she's a little bit more shy at school, I think. She seems to be. And it was just so nice to see this little personality in her. My husband and I just were like, oh, it was so cool, because he and I were just overwhelmed and impressed and just so proud of her. You know, she is an only child, so we try to get her involved in stuff so that she keeps busy. Why do I feel like I have extra of these? What did I do wrong? I don't know. I have extra. How do I have extra? What in the heck? Maybe, are they supposed to go here? Oh, no. This one, dang it, can I get it off? You know what? It's all right, because I'm going to cover that up. Dang it. This one goes here, and I have the glue on the wrong side. So we're going to let that dry, and then I'm going to fix that. And, oh man, and look at that. One of these, should they go here? Well, I certainly have to fix this, because look what I did here. All right, so I'm going to fix this. Yep, I'm sitting here yapping away, not paying attention. But look, now you won't make these mistakes if you're watching this. Okay. Oh, and I did him in the wrong direction. Okay, that's all right. Whatevs, right? Oh, I can't believe I did that. And then this is kind of cool. This is, oh, here, look. So these kind of go on, and they're like little books that go over this. So, oh, here's one. Where's the other? Somewhere in here. Oh, here it is. Which is funny because I just did, I think this is polka art, is it? These things that I was making? I think it is polka art. Yeah, so I was making these cards, and I changed this one up. Totally other thing, but anyway. These images look a little bit familiar. All right, so let's get, we're skipping around because I messed up a little. And maybe I got to get these in before I start using embellishments for somewhere else when they belong here. So these are just going to kind of stick on. And I am just going to put glue here. Glue this on. Okay. All right, got that. And then here, this is a fun little project. I don't know, I keep wondering, like, maybe I should, you know, the library lets you put classes on and stuff. Like, I don't know, I just find so much joy in making these things. Like, should I get this stuff and let people kind of make it on their own? I kind of like those, the Modern Lady cards. I think people would really like making those. Maybe I got to figure out how. I have a silhouette that I've never used, which is ridiculous, but anyway, I still haven't used it. And maybe I can get it where everything is cut out. Okay, so this thing here where I kind of screwed it up because the opening is going to be on this side, right? So I'm going to, here, because I had glue there. So I'm just going to put, you see what I'm doing here? I'm just going to put washi tape over where I glued it because I kind of messed it up. Let's just see what I did. I just wrecked it. Okay. So let's do that. And, oh. All right, there. So now that whole piece I screwed up. And then I'll put this here. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. We can salvage it. We'll fix it. Okay. Still in my head trying to figure out how I'm going to get this to oops, nope. There we go. Is that right? Okay. Can you hear my daughter in the background? See, I do want to figure out how to, oh well, glued up a little bit. Okay, so we've got that. We've got this here. We've got this other pocket here. Okay, this, not sure if it was probably supposed to go there, but I might, let's see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, got a lot of stuff here. Lots of stuff here. So I've got this. So this I'm just going to fold in. Oops, folded a little too much. Too much, too much, too much. Whoops. Look what I did there. Yeah, bring it up just a little bit. There we go. Nothing you can't fix with, there we go. I'll put this one in. Okay. And then this is going to fold. And this side. I did hear from hubbies, and they just decided to cancel the ride. Or I think they started it. And so now they're just waiting for the rain to stop to go home. All right, so it's kind of cool. It says top secret. Woo. All right, so I'm going to do that. Do one at a time. Okay. And this one. And this, she kind of Velcroed it in the book. I don't know that I want to Velcro this. I will figure out what exactly I'm going to do with that. Let's see, I've got all these little embellishments. Here is another, oh, like a top secret folder. Let's fold this in. Okay. So I don't know. Okay, what else do we have here? Maybe this goes with it? Let's see. Let's see. Maybe this does go with it somehow, some way. Let's see. Did this go with it? No, these are different sizes. Okay, so these don't go together. This, ooh, I think I'm gonna use a corner rounder for these instead of me trying to cut them. Yes, I think that'll go much better. Oh, that one right here. Let's see. Yes, see? Much better. Me trying to do that. For sure. Oops. Okay. And I will definitely put stuff over there. Look at how many. I'm trying to think what these are just getting. There's a lot of stuff here. All right, so I'll punch holes in these. Got this here. these little books. Not exactly sure. These just go in tucks. Got this here too, which has the other little corners, kind of smaller corners. Whenever I try to cut it, it just doesn't look right. Oh, so well, these do have other sides, so I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with all of this stuff. Why is this not going in? Okay, and there's I saw another one. My daughter sneezing. All right. No, it didn't work. So all of this needs to be doing something wrong here. Okay. All right, so I've got these three. I'm not sure what these are going to be. Not even sure. Oh, maybe these go here? No, doesn't go there. All right, we'll figure out what we're going to do with that. I do not know where this goes at all, but it does look like this. So where would this go? Looks like it does fold here. But what would, maybe it folds here? I don't know. I have no idea what this is. Look at all these extra, all these little pieces. All right, we'll figure this out. Let's do stuff we know. I wonder if I could put that there. I still have this thing, but I think this thing actually goes here. It does. Okay, so we're gonna put that there. Let's see what we know. Okay. And that makes it easy because we gotta line that up there. Oh, perfect. Nice. Okay. Whoops. All right. So that. And I don't see this anywhere, so looks kind of weird being there. But there is, let's do this thing. So this is, there's so much stuff here. This I need to cut out. So let's just do that. Oh, where's my stuff? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I wanted this thing. All right, so I'm going to cut this out. And it's hard to see. I need to do it this way. I'll do it like this. All right, let's do. Okay. And they leave this open like this, but I think I am going to insert like a little piece of clear plastic like over it. It's supposed to be like a photo holder, but I am going to put something else there. So let's just cut this out first. Okay, one more. I really love this little tool that I got myself. There's a lot of things I've bought for crafting that I just think is a waste of money. But this thing I like. I like it a lot. Okay, why is this not coming out? Okay. Top. And I don't like that little piece there. Oops, I probably should have used that other little tool to do this. Okay, and I am going to ink this. My daughter can't wait for me to finish so she could come into the living room. They're doing, they're installing fiber outside, so there's crews of people working out there. Oops. That's good enough. I'm gonna go get the plastic piece. We don't need this. I will fold this in. I get the crews out there working. Oh, geez, the other day I was on a podcast, and as they're recording, our lawn guy showed up, and all you hear is the lawnmower. It was kind of funny. There was like nothing I could do. Thank God it was like the end of the podcast, so, and it was live. So this was a podcast where it's just broadcast live, so there's no editing. There's nothing I could do. All right, so this is going to end up getting taped. Like that should be a little bit more. You know what? Can I do that a little bit more? Or will that just show? Maybe I'll just ink that. Okay. And I'm going to get a piece of plastic for that. Okay, not really what I wanted to use. These are thermal laminating pouches, which was not... I have the transparency sheets. That's what I really wanted to use, but can I use this? Or is it too cloudy? Let's see it just over the... Oh no, it's fine. We're just going to use this. You know what? Life's short. That's what we're using. I can't even... I'll cut this up. And you know what's funny is if I had my supplies in place, I know I already have some of this cut up. See, this is kind of, because I use them in my app. This is very cloudy. I don't want to use this. Nope, changed my mind. Too cloudy. Let's see if I can find the transparency paper. Oh well, no luck. I can't find the transparency paper. I think what I'm going to do is... wait. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait and leave this. And what it's supposed to do is you're supposed to take this and kind of put it in here. So I think what I'll do is get it ready. And like, see there's different images. So I've got this here. Is it different images or is it just the one? Maybe it's just the one. It is. Okay. I thought there was another image. I have so much stuff here. No, it looks like that's the image. Oh no, here it is. Okay. So there are two images. So I think, oh, maybe I could put them so you could turn them around. What do you think about that? Put it in? Or should I have two separate ones? You could kind of write on the back, maybe. You want to put a little note. But I do know that these are going over the top as tabs. So let's get Is this the right one? This is important, but it's upside down. That doesn't make sense. That won't help me. Let's see. I still don't know what this thing is for. And I think these... Oh, see, this is it. Why do I have all these extra tabs that make no sense to me? All right, I think it's this one. It's not kind of lined up right. Oh, man, I just made it worse. All right, that's good. All right. Wow, I feel like I could take a nap right now. My husband just got home. And I have volunteered to take my daughter and her friends to go see a play at a local theater. So I've got to get myself showered and ready. So this is going to be here. And I think there's another one of these here. Okay. Why is this upside down like that? Right? Like it says notes, but it's upside down. So that makes no sense to me at all. But then again, I don't make these. All right, so let's do that. Wow, I am just getting an overwhelming feeling of I want to go to sleep. I hope I hope this video isn't making you feel the same way. All right, here we go. All right, so now I've got these two. So what do we think? Dang it, I really don't like that it's upside down. Maybe I'll just do it this way. And I'll just do two different ones. Do it like that. Maybe I could cover that little notes thing up with something. I don't know. What do I have here? I have this little one that says journal from another. I think that's what I'm going to do. That is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover that up because I don't like it. Here. Which I didn't cover you up, so you're probably going to be not good. This is from another kit. This is from the modern, from those cards. So I'm just going to cover that. Couldn't figure out what I was going to do with this little tab that said journal, and now I know. That's why it was sitting around. And then I will put one on here and one on the other one. And that's it. And I will ink them. Let's do that. Who is, I hear my daughter on the phone, but it sounds like a kid and a guy. I wonder if somebody's dad got on. Hang on. I'm going to see who she's talking to. Okay, all good. It is the kids that I'm taking out to the show, and their dad came on to ask what time I was picking them up. So, that was a man's voice I heard. I'm not crazy. And it's reminding me, I really got to get this done so that I could get in the shower, start moving. Did I do that too low? Is that going to show up? Yeah, I think it'll be okay. It'll be okay. All right, and we're going to put this one in. But I got to get this thing going. And I'm sure you're all tired of watching this, so let's see if I can get it done. Maybe I'm doing a personal investigation this year for a family member that went missing. So maybe I'll take my little detective book with me. So I'm going to stick this in. And maybe this goes with this. What do you do with it? I feel like, I mean, I know, like these are just little cards and stuff to stick in. So let's just do some corners because this is just going to get tucked in places. I'm going to do that just a little. But I feel like a lot of this might just be, see, and what do you do with this? What? This is gotta go with something. What is it? Or does it? Oh, you know, I'm gonna show you. I did find that I like using this thing better for this kind of stuff. Right? It just makes it a lot easier than trying to cut it. Although it's 2 layers. Oh, look, see? So much easier and better. I have no idea what I'm doing with this thing now. But we'll just ink it while we're figuring it out. Right? When in doubt, ink it up. I've got these. And I think these are just for tuck spots. So no biggies. This too. I'm not totally sure. Okay. It says collection report. This is funny because it's like a combination of my accounting life and PI work. Here. Okay. Again, I think these are just embellishments. All right, I'm going to do these corners. Make it look old. It's so funny. I was cleaning out my mom's apartment and I think now, like, I wasn't crafting then. There's so much stuff I wish I had kept. But it was just overwhelming. I mean, it was in New York. I live in right outside of Louisiana now. I'm outside of New Orleans. And the one truckload I had of stuff was just so much money. And the truck was full. So I can't even imagine. You know, this isn't deep enough. I can't even imagine if I had tried to bring up more. That would have been wild. All right, I think pretty much what's left is a lot of embellishments. So I think what I'm going to do is stop videoing, put all these in, all the tuck spots and all the stuff I'm going to do, and then point out at the end, I'll do a full flip through and show you what I did to finish this, because like I'm going to put eyelets in here on these and just kind of add some little embellishments to it, and then I will finish it up. But basically the construction of this is done now, right? And it's got the, so you've got the closure, and I may add some stuff on here. Let's see. But we've got this. I am going to figure out, I don't like how this just flops open. So I will figure out how I'm going to close this, although I'm not sure right now, but I will let you know. I've got this here, which is kind of tight to put stuff in all honesty. So it looks like it's just more decoration. I've got this. I still do need to sew this together, and I feel like it needs to be prettied up, which there's a lot of stuff here to pretty it up with. So I'm going to figure that out and see if I can finish this video. But I do like this closure. Now let's see how it... Okay, I started sticking things in to embellish it, but while I was doing it and pondering this closure, I decided I'm going to put a piece of elastic. So I decided to do that on camera. So as I royally screw it up, you can be there to watch it happen. And I'm going to use these little things that you put the elastic in. And I'm going to use, I hope this will be thick enough. Let's see. Maybe if I do this, it'll kind of be thick enough. So, and I probably should do an eyelet. Should I do an eyelet? Right, you put that in and close it, and then it kind of... All right, let's just go for it and see what happens. So I'm going to put a hole through here. Let's just do it. See what happens. Man, that's thick. All right, and I need it to be like, it's got to be big enough for this thing to go through. So or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just needs to be thick enough for this to go through. Let's try that. No, I want to go from this way. Yes, this way. All right, so let's see how this works. I'm gonna put and let's just kind of put that up a bit. Probably should use a... Did it go through? Oh, it went through. Okay, cool. All right, so we've got that. And then let's put this on here. All right, I'm just gonna kind of double it up to, and I need my little squidgy tool. Okay, so I have this thing. Let's see if it'll work. All right, so I'm gonna kind of close that. Close this. Ooh, is that in there? And kind of close this. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Oh no, I kind of bent it. I need this. I need that to hold it, right? Like this. It does seem to be holding it. Right, I think I'm gonna just snip that little extra piece off. Okay. So that will hold it like that, except it's supposed to hold it flat, and I cinched it and kind of screwed it up. All right, can I get it back flat? No, I think it'll be fine. It's just for me. Okay, so now I've got that. So it's going to go like this, right? And so I need another hole Oh, wait. Is that right? No, that's wrong. That's wrong. I need... Yes. Okay. So I need a second hole. Oh, man. Here. Right? It's kind of... Let's help with this a little bit since I'm not... That's there. Right. Is that... It's kind of sort of straight. All right, and this is, if we look at this, okay, so this is a little bit more than ½ inch up and straight. So I think it should be a little higher. Okay. Okay. That'll work. And now I'm going to cut this longer than I need. Right? So here. It's much longer than I needed. Because you're going to pull it tight. We're going to run that through. This will help push it through. Go in. It'll go through. Went through so easy last time. Could push this through. There we go. Yes. Yes, okay, got it. Woohoo! All right, let's, I lost the top. Here's the top to this. I'm so afraid my daughter or the cats will get stuck on that. Okay, so now, right, so you kind of want to pull it tight. Look at that, okay. This is good. I just need, it seems like it was tight enough. Let's just go with it. It was tight enough. That work? I don't think that's how it's supposed to go, but whatever. Okay, so now I'll be able to do this. Perfect. All right, so this isn't exactly... I was supposed to fold that in there, and I didn't. Oh, look, it's stopping, so it's fine. And now I could do this. Okay, so now we got a little elastic band. Not quite exactly how you're supposed to do it, but it works. Okay, goes.